everybody, hello and welcome. Today we're going to start decorating our ledger paper covered black folio. And I have shown you so far the folds, etc., how to actually build the folio, and then we inked up the ledger paper, so you should be good to go. So this is all my foldy bits over there. Here's the spine, and then here we've got the waterfall, and I've gone ahead and decorated the first page of my waterfall, and I'm going to show you today how I did it, hopefully, and yeah, let's go from there. So mine's going to go into this one here, and this is my first waterfall page, so this is the page we're decorating. Right, now I've taken a piece of Tim Holtz paper, there are some differences with this one to the one that I already made. The first one I already made, I did in plain cream paper, but I decided I'd do this one in Tim Holtz paper, so I saved one of my favourite pieces. This die, I can tell you, came from my good friend Ali. I'm going to save these because they're lovely, aren't they? They'll surely come in for something along the way. Yeah, so it's in this country we call these DL. This is a DL size because of a DL envelope, which is 11 centimetres wide by 22 high. I don't know what this measures actually. Let's have a look. It's 20 by 7.5. So I'm guessing that the whole die, 20 by almost 8. So yeah, I would think if you look up DL dies, you might find something similar to this. I mean, don't worry if you don't. You can just cut out 4 squares out of a piece of card. It's not that difficult, is it really? So that's that. Then, what did I do first? I can't remember. I got another piece of card that's going to go behind there, and it's Tim Holtz as well, but it's a fairly plain piece. It's one of his new, the papers, not the book pads, and I can't see me ever using that, to be frank with you. So I think I'll just use that to cover the background there. And in between the two, I'm going to put some acetate. So we're going to have this, we're going to have some acetate, then we're going to have the other piece of paper. But before we do that, I'm just going to allow enough there for the back, to cover the back, and then I'm going to take my pencil and draw around that, so I know where I'm putting things, where I'm sticking things to. And I don't want a very big, thick, dark line, just enough to show me where I want to put my little people and stuff like that. So I want to cut that there and cut that there, and then I'll have a section for the back. So let's do that. There's probably easier ways to do this. I'm sure there is. Oh, I'm gonna cut this out, and then I'm gonna lose my top mark, but never mind. I can put that on again. So it's there. Right, so I'm left with this little piece here, which should fit under the piece that I've now lost. Oh, here it is. Excuse me. So yeah, that's going to fit onto there like that. Look how perfect. It's perfect. Which then we now know where the, because I've got little people and flowers and stuff that go in there. What I'm going to do with this before I forget, which is very likely, it's Sunday morning, quite early, and I'm not quite with it yet. Well, I'm with it. I'm as with it as I'm going to get, put it that way. It's not even Sunday. It's Saturday. Oh my goodness me, I don't even know what day it is. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, this is a bad state of affairs. Yeah, it's Saturday morning and it's relatively early. That's all I'm going to say. Because who knows? Oh dear me, who knows what else I could get wrong. So I'm inking around this. I'm using ground espresso because it's quite a dark one, which is what I want. And just put a little bit of ink where you can reach in there. Darken down what you can. I do love this paper. It's from the memorandum set, which is my favourite of all, and you can't get it in this country. I'm sad about that because, I tell you, I love it. I've done that one. Yeah, I've still got part of a book paper pad left, but because I know I can't get it, I'm holding it. I'm absolutely holding it. Right, so we've inked around there. Let's put the acetate on the back, because there's nothing goes between the acetate and this, so we can put that on the back. It's a bit hard to see acetate, isn't it? I just want a pen, a Sharpie is good. Yeah, I can't see that. Let's do it this way. So I want it in from the edge a bit because, as you know, acetate doesn't like sticking to things, so it's a good idea to always allow yourself a border that will stick down to there and to there. Right, let's do that. Don't know if I've got something. Never mind. Thought I might have something stuck on the arm of my chopper because it wasn't going down very easily, but I can't see anything, so just put it down to my imagination. Right, then I think somewhere I've got some double-sided tape. Should have been a bit more organised before I did this. In fact, I'm going to pause and get organised because you can't see the mess around me, but it's tragic. It's tragic. So I'll see you in a sec when I'm slightly more organised. Haha, that's the downside of just starting a video without a care. You end up, you've got nothing that you need. Right, because this is so awkward to stick, I'm going to use double-sided. And if I could find my thinner stuff, I would use it, but I can't, so I'm using this. So I just want it quite close up to the windows. Acetate is just a pain to stick, that's all. There we are, a bit down the sides. I might have to release. Let's burnish that. Let's burnish. You should always burnish your double-sided, I keep telling you. Just squeeze that air out. And it does actually make the backing strip come off so much more easily. So I'm just taking this off so I can put a strip down each side without trapping the release tape. Piece down there. Piece down the other side. All this just to stick a piece of acetate in. But it's got to be done. There we go. Right, that's me finished with that, I think. Right, let's burnish that down. Then we can remove the backing strip and stick the acetate on. Then we won't lose the acetate anymore. Which I've done so often in my life. Cut a piece of acetate perfectly and you put it down, and by its very nature it's hard to spot. Okay, so there we go. Let's get this over there like that. Great, that's that on. That's our acetate on. You see it there? I know, it's invisible. It's hard to see, isn't it? Hard to see invisible things. Oh dear me. Right, so let's get to building these little vignettes in the window. Where's my finished one? And I can see what I put in. Well, I put in a little paper doll. I put in some tiny little bits of ephemera. Yeah, I think actually I built this up first so I could see what space I had. So let's do that first. So you need a glue book or something similar. Come on, give me a clue. Right, that's it. I'm pretty sure I'm organised now. If I'm not, I give up, okay? So I've got my book page here, and I want to tear a little section for up here, for in there, for there and there, but really quite small. And I do want text on it. So I'm just going to rip a strip off there. Don't want the end bit. Let's have a look at the size of that. Yeah, that's a bit big, isn't it? Let's have a look there. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's fine. That'll do me fine. Then I want a piece for this side here. Not massive. Just to sort of say it's there really. So that can go there. Maybe could be able to get away with a bit bigger, but it's not too bad. Ooh, this is well wonky. It's a wonky donkey. Okay, let's. Let's tear that down there and make it that sort of shape. And let's put that there. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. It's different. And then a bit along the bottom. Have we got anything? No. Tear that off square. See what it looks like. Not quite square enough. That's got to be it, surely. Yeah, that's great. Right, lovely. So I want to colour those up a little bit. And what I'm going to do is the same method that I used for colouring, inking up the pages. I don't want them, the ledger paper should I say, I don't want them massively coloured. So I don't want to spray directly on them. But I do want them coloured, so I'm going to use mustard seed. I can't remember what else I used. Probably vintage photo, I would have thought. So just onto my cellophane. Actually, that looks still pretty grubby from earlier. Let's just wipe that off. So I'm going to put a bit of mustard seed on. Don't need masses. I want to get rid of that blob there as well. Right, so altogether we've got way too much ink here. Way too much. So let's get the blue roll and take some of it off. So I'm just going to dab onto here. I don't want those big brown marks. If you've got a piece of paper handy, you could blot it off onto there, save wasting it. Right, so let's just press that down onto there and see what we get. Just a little bit more yellow, I think. A little bit more of the mustard seed. I'm going to take a cleaner piece and just dab that around. Yeah, that's beginning to look nice now. Yeah, like that, that's great. Let me just wipe my hands with the already inky cloth. Move those to one side and let's just clean this up a little bit before disaster strikes. Put those away, clean this up. So I hope you're all doing well. In my imagination, you're all doing this with me. And I know that's not true. That I don't know how many people are doing this with me. I think Linda is. And I think Kay might be. Just have to wait and see, won't we? So, let's see then. This is our front piece here. So this one I think I had here. Yeah, quite like that. That's nice. This one may have been the bottom one, I think. This one was probably that one, going by the way the letters are reading. And this one possibly there. Yeah, I think that's fine. You know, it's added something, but not masses, but enough. Okay, yeah, good. Happy with that. Do I want to ink around them? Depends what sort of look you're going for, really. I'll see if I can ink around them. They're very soft paper, these. But I could maybe just get a little bit of ink onto them. It is Timmy, after all. Want a little bit on the grungy side of life. So put, yeah, like that. Put a little bit of ink on these, then we'll stick these down. And then see what else we need to do. There's always so many sort of steps and layers and things when you come to Tim. And I guess that's why I like it, really. It's a puzzle. It's like putting putting one of your jigsaws together, Bernice. It's a puzzle. You just have to keep trying pieces until you get the right thing. That is a dashed good analogy. Well done, Miss P. Oh my goodness. Right, there we are. I've got those inked around a little bit. So I'm going to stick those on. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use my little Queen's glue because it's only a little piece that we're sticking on. You could get away with glue stick, but some of this will be going over onto the acetate. So I want to make sure that it is stuck down. There we go. I maybe should have saved this paper, the memorandum paper, for something. I don't know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? We save paper. If somebody wasn't a junk journaler or a paper crafter, they would think you were stone cracked, wouldn't they? I mean, there's an element of me that thinks it's mad. You go, you know, you go through your 12 by 12s, and I know we've all got them. And, oh no, I can't use that, that's too nice. Oh no, can't use that, that's too nice. Well, you're doing a project. What's going to come along that's ever going to be more important than the project you're doing now? I can't see the Queen ordering one. That would be funny, wouldn't it? That would be hysterical. So, nearly there with these bits. So I think I said yesterday, I might not have done, that I want to incorporate wildflowers, well, not wildflowers, flowers in general in this, kind of due to the Kathy Holden effect, really, because I so enjoyed using her floral papers. I thought that I might introduce some florals into this journal. You don't have to, it's just my thing. Flowers are kind of my thing. Right, on each of those I am going to put a flower. Now I've got these real dried flowers here, and they're gorgeous. That one's maybe a touch on the bright side, but that's really nice. I've got leaves, and I've got this, which is an assortment. Yeah, I might go for sort of more pinky ones if there are any available. Ooh, yikes. Ooh, take care. That's it. Don't know what that is. Piece to keep them dry, I suspect. Right, so let's see what we've got and what we can fit where. Well, I quite like the pink, and I quite like the yellow. Let's just have a look and see. I quite like that one, that's nice. That would go there nicely, wouldn't it? I think. Maybe it could stand a bigger one. I think this one's slightly larger. These I got off Amazon. Yeah, I think that one would go there, Excuse me. What else have we got? That red is just a little on the large side. Blue's quite nice. That would go there quite nicely, actually. Thought that might be a bit too big, but it goes there quite nicely. I've got pink. Oh my goodness me, I don't know what to decide, what to choose. I've got these little pink ones here. And I know it's a complete flower, and we don't really want a complete flower, but we could chop. Yeah, that could go there, couldn't it? So where's my scissors? Where can I chop that? About there. I'm going to keep this stem just in case. Well, that's it, just in case. And I've got some yellow, that there on its own. That doesn't really stand out. I could put a bit of red. I could just go devil may care and put a bit of red. Why not? What's that one there? That looks like a little single red. Oh my goodness, I'm really having to be careful with them because they were relatively expensive, these. And I don't want to end up with just a bag of bits. Yeah, quite like that. You want it there or there? Possibly there, I think. Let's cut that stem off. Okay. So they need to be glued on. Right, let's see. Let's see if I can get these away. Get them all onto the paper. Quite a nice assortment though. I'll leave. Oh, I see, that folds over. All right, okay. Going well. and then that all slides back into this packet. Okay. Oh, lovely. So they live to see another day. I'll pop that in as well because I think that's in there to keep them dry. And you need it here today, let me tell you, because it is not dry. Right, what I intend to do is just glue those in situ at the moment, but then come back when we've finished and put collage medium over them, just to seal them in. So let's try and put a little bit of glue on them first, just so we can stick them down in place. Lovely. Just want to protect them with collage medium over them. I mean, they'll stick perfectly well with this glue, I imagine. But I don't know how fragile they are, and I don't want to tear them. There we go. And then just this little pink one at the bottom. Now, if you haven't got dried flowers, and there's no reason why you should have, you could either dry them, you know, pick some wildflowers or something and dry them, or you could just use decoupage. You could decoupage yourself some flowers. This is the napkin I used for the one that I've already done. It's got loads of little flowers on it, so I just tore out little sections, and you know, to be honest, it's worked perfectly well. I just thought I'd up the flowerage by going for these dried flowers, and I do think that looks really, really pretty. Right, so moving on. This is Dina Wakley number tape. I think it came with some letters as well. I'm not exactly sure where they ended up. So I just want to put some of this, yeah, actually I'm going to add, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put some of this down here just before we add anything else. It just needs to be up a touch and maybe cut off at an angle, just so it nestles in there. Yeah, just like that, and then just straight down to where it would go under that bit of paper there, like that. I do like this number tape, it's lovely. And on the existing one I've got some up here as well. So just down to there. Okay, so it's coming together now. I can feel it coming together. Right, so I need my box of tiny little snippets, which I think is this one. It says tiny snippets, so let's hope it's the right one. The tiny ones are mostly the Curator ones, the Curator pack. It's a little, which might come in handy later. Right, so I want just some tiny little things. I've got that bit of Dina Wakley tape stuck on me. Oh, there's a little bird, look. That would do nicely there. So that could go there. Then I want a little butterfly like this one I just found to go about there. So it's up to you, you're just decorating. Decorate however you want. Of course, it's your journal. There's a little tiny little piece there that I think would just go in there nicely. Tweezers I find are the best for these little pieces because you can drive yourself dotty with them. I want just a little something. What's that? Down there perhaps. What have I got up here? Oh yeah, These, which came out in the latest release, they're called, what are they called? I don't know, I'll tell you in a minute. Called number strips. But they're not all numbers. Some of them have just got writing on, but they're really, really useful. They're kind of like labels that you'd make yourself, except he's already done it for you. So let's tip those out there. Got to stay to my hands. I've got mustard seed hands. And so I used some of these on the one that I did. See where I put them. I put one up there, and I quite like the fact that that's red. I like the fact that the text on there is red. So yeah, I'm going to put that one there. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to do that, so let's just do it. Let's give it a quick ink around. Like that, and then let's stick some glue and stick it down. Otherwise I'll just be faffing on all day. You know, should I put that piece? And the joy of doing one already, supposedly, is that it won't take so long to do the one on camera. Oh, I'll just drop that. Oh, now I've picked it up and I forgot I had all my things on it. Oh, well. Well. So that's going there, definitely. I really like that there. Great. And it's got a bit of splodgy glue, so let's pick that up. Okay. Any other number strips anywhere? Did I put any others? I thought I put more than one. Yes, I did. I put one down there, but I've now got the black tape. Right, so let's put this butterfly in place. There's bound to be some differences between the one I've already made and this one. There's just got to be, because I haven't got all the same pieces, and you know, I'm using flowers on this whereby I used napkins, so you know, there just will be some differences. We'll just have to live with it. Suck it up, buttercup. It is much easier holding these with tweezers. As long as you remember you're holding it and don't drop it. So this goes there, like that. And it does hang off the page. Don't worry about that. It'll look fine when it's chopped down. So let's push that down. I'm using my towel to mop up any glue that might get displaced when we push it down. Okay, that's fine. And then down here we've got that little birdie, which I'll just ink and stick down. I do love doing things like this. Probably my favourite. Well, pretty much anything to do with Timmy's my favourite. You might have guessed that. So I'm just putting it over that corner slightly. I would recommend to you, of all the things that I use, the Curator's set of little diddy stuff. I love it. You can always find a place for them. So if I pop that there, and my little butterfly there, yeah, that's going to be fine. Let's do that then. Let's just ink around this. So I'm wondering if you've all managed to make your folios, or if you've decided you're not going to make a folio, you're going to make something completely different, but decorate it with Tim. I'm curious to know. Let's see which way's up. That way. So I'm just going to pop that there, like that. Do my butterfly. There's not much inking to be done on this. He's tiny. He's tiny. pop him down there. Like that. Lovely. So we've got a lot of interest going on this page. A lot. There we are. Right. So is there anything else I need? I need a little one for there. And then we need some remnant rubs. Another thing that I think are absolutely fabulous. I love remnant rubs. Especially Timmy's. They're brilliant. It's like stamping, but it's much blacker. It's like stamping and then embossing over it. Is that the right way up here? You know when you stamp and you emboss, it letters or words or whatever, it comes out really dark and really crisp. Well, that's what remnant rubs are. I think they're like that. So there we go. That's that apart from the remnant rubs. So let's put these word sticks, whatever they're called, word strips, away. Otherwise, you know what happens. So I'm trying to be tidy, a little bit tidy. I haven't sewn on this particular page at all. I do on the next one, but you could sew on this. If you've got your machine to hand, a few stitches won't come amiss. Let's put my small snippets away and get the remnant ropes out, which are, wrong ones. Okay, where's the remnant ropes? Here they are. I knew I'd got them out. Let's put all my flowers over there. Right, so in the latest release there were two new ones. That's that one and that one. And then prior to that there was the Field Notes one. So I'll have a look and see what I fancy. I need those. I don't know where to put them away. I want just a little one for in there. So let's see what I've got. I wonder if that tag number would fit in there. Maybe not. 1913 would. That would. So let's cut that out. So what you do is you cut it out with the background. The white is the background. Just cut round, make sure that you've got it like that. Then you take the white background off and you'll see it's like acetate with things stuck to it, whatever your wording is, like that. Then you put it where you want it to be, trying not to touch it. And I want mine there, exactly there. And then they do sell remnant rub sticks, but you don't need them. I just use the end of my tweezers and rub it. That's it. And you can see when it comes off, it just sort of... And look at that. It's so dark, isn't it? It's gorgeous. I really like them. So I want another one for down there. Maybe quite a longish one. What have I got? What have I got? Quite like this 1, 2, 3, 4. But I could maybe get something. Transportation company. Yeah, let's do that. Is there anything on here that would be better? No, let's do, what did I say? Transportation company. Yeah. So carefully cutting around the other ones, because you don't want to wreck them. Cut out the one that you want. You don't need to allow much margin around it at all. That's that. So once again, you just take the the white back off, which leaves you with the acetate with the wording on. And I'm going to put this up. Whoa. Try not to do that. I'm going to put this up here, like that. Rub it with the end of my, try not to go into my flower. Nearly there. I don't know whether that's come off or not. Yeah, it has. There we go. Oh no, there's a little bit there that hasn't. That's it now. Look at that. I love them. I really love them. Get off. So I just want one more piece for down there, I think. And what am I going to put there? That's a good question. Good question. I've got this one here. There's M and then a number. I like that. Yeah, these are one of my favourite things from his last release, actually. Well, I liked a lot of it. I really like these. So that's going to go there like that. There we are. So they don't take much rubbing off, to be honest. I noticed the field notes ones take a little bit more. Right, so there we are. I think that is that done. And it's going to go over that, like that. Let's just make sure we've got the right things drawn in the background. Yeah, that way up. Okay, so that's... Oh, we need to chop the butterfly wing off. And just a little bit of ink down there. Lovely. So that's that. It took a long time getting there, didn't it? So now we need to do the background. Now what I used was a mini person, one of the mini dolls. Let's get these out, see the scale of the problem. Well, he's a mini doll, but he's leaning on something. She's sitting on, she's standing up. She's a bit weird, that one, isn't she? Oh, is she mini? Yeah, she is. She's a tall mini. He's a proper sized mini. He always looks so cheeky, that lad. Yeah, like I say, he's leaning on something. Let's see what else we've got. This little girl with a parasol, she's quite nice, isn't she? Yeah. I'm not sure if she's a bit big. She's probably all right. Okay, yeah, they'll do. Happy with that. Happy with that. Let's pop all our other people away. Oh, quite like him. Like him instead of her. Yeah. We've got the little dog as well, but no, we'll save the little dog for somewhere else. A lot of auditioning, isn't there, with Tim? Loads. Shall I do that or shall I do that? And you generally, end up on the first thing that you saw. Right, so I've got those. I want some, some of these again, so good job I didn't put them too far away. Let's put these back. Yeah, those are the ones from his latest release, and these are the field notes ones. You'll recognise some of the words. I find them quite difficult to rub off, but that won't deter me because I love them. There we are. Keep them safe, because from once you move the acetate off the backing, they start to deteriorate, so keep them safe. Right, so I want those little dolls, paper dolls. I want some snippets. I think what I'm going to do actually first, because the doll is the thing in the background, I'm going to cut them off because they're kind of putting me off where they are. They're too tall. So I'm just going to make a mark where I want to cut these off. Just about there. Sorry mate, did that hurt? Actually, you might want to be down a little bit further. Now I'm coming for your hands, watch out. There you go. Yeah, I think that's all right. This little fella, I've got to have his hands. So I'll cut him off about there. And this little girl. Where do I want her? Back there. Let's try that. Yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, now I can see where I'm going. So I don't need to keep my little people's feet. So I've got him to one side, him to the other, and she's fairly central. She's going to have to be because of the parasol. So let's get some little... well, that's a nice one. That would go there nicely. And one more if I can find it. Got quite a lot of big stuff in here. I don't want the big stuff. Just want the nice little bits. That's, oh, there's a nice blue circle there. That would go there quite well. And I've got this little pot, this tiny little pot of real dried forget-me-not flowers, which actually were quite expensive, but they're lovely. Let's just pick one of those up. Just one. I keep picking two up. I'm wondering if that would go in the centre of there. Yeah, I think it would. And it shows it off a bit better as well. I like that. Should we stick those down? I think so. I think so. Right, let's stick him down first. Just about there. Will be good. I'm going to have to get my tweezers out for this. So yeah, the two things I'd probably say that I like the most are the Curator little snippets and the rub-offs. They're gorgeous. Rub off, rub on, I don't know. Rub somewhere. I'm just picking up the excess glue there. This needs inking round. Glue it on. Just there. Then a little forget-me-not. That's the right side, this is the wrong side. Doesn't need much glue. There's nothing to it. I'll pop that right in the middle there. well, let's try and get it in the middle. Yeah, that's it. That's lovely. Yeah, I quite like that little vignette. It's quite nice. Lovely. So let's move down to this cheeky little chappy. Right, so he goes there. Let's build a little collage around him. Just a small one. That's possibly too big. This one might do. Let's have a look. I quite want his hands on display because I like his hands. I could put it like that. Yeah, I could put it like that. Do I need any more? Do I need anything behind him? Oh dear, it's a puzzle, isn't it? It's a puzzle. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, quite like that blue butterfly. That's nice. That complements one on the frame that we've used. That would cover his hand up, but it is nice. No, because it's too close to the one on the frame. Let's see what else we've got. I've got that. That's quite nice. No, this is the one. I found it. Definitely found the right one. That's going there. And then the forget-me-not can go on the top of that. Yes, that's it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's stick him down first. I love these mini peeps. I think that they're so much more usable than the bigger ones. To be honest, I do. Although the big ones have their places, of course. So that's that one. Let's just ink around this. And get these stuck on. But there, I'm going to have to lose one of his hands, but it's a cruel world. It's a cruel world out there. Which is the right way up? Honestly, I've got to get my glasses prescription looked at. It's getting difficult to, well, yeah, see. It's getting difficult to see details, I will say that. And it's ages since I went. It's before all the COVID malarkey. So he's going to get a little forget-me-not on him as well. I did this with the original ones. It's the right side, this is the wrong side. I love forget-me-nots. I really, really, really love them. So when I saw that you could get dried ones, even if they were expensive, and they were, I think if I just use them sparingly throughout, it'll please me. It'll gladden my heart. Look at the little pot they come in. They'd want to come in a gold pot for what they cost. Right, so now we've got this girl. She's going to go fairly centrally, but slightly over this side, I think. Let's get her stuck on first. And then we can see what we want to put around her. The next page is a good fun page to do. It's not quite as complex as this one. It's just fun. Right, so what am I going to find to put around her, I wonder? Is that one too big? Oh, it's a nice... I just saw one with a butterfly, now I've lost it. There, that one. Yeah, what about that? I think that would be all she would need, really. Let's do that. Lovely. Let's glue that up. Just might move that up a little bit because I do want to be able to see it through the window. And then her little forget-me-not. This is the wrong side. Whoops. I'm just going to pop that there. Well, I'm going to try and pop that there. Yeah, that's it. Lovely. So they've all got their forget-me-nots. And I just like that sort of finishing touch. It's just, I like it. So the next thing to do then is, if I put this on, can you actually see those pencil lines? That's upside down. I'm not sure that you can actually, so that's okay. I think I'll rub them out just in case you can see them. So don't want to spoil it at this stage, do we? Sometimes you think things aren't going to show and then they do. Then you regret not just taking the extra minute to just erase something. There we go. Lovely. Right, so now we just need to glue this onto there. So let's get some glue going on. I'm not sure that the bits of acetate will stick. Can't guarantee that, but the bit around it that's got no acetate on, it will stick. Does that look about right? Let's just see. I think so. Yeah, I've got a lot of glue around the place. There we go. So there we go. Indeed, there we go. So we've got our piece made, and now all that needs to happen is it needs to get stuck in the folio. So here is our folio. This is the first thing going into it. Yikes. So I'm just going to stick mine straight on there. But our waterfall page is 8 1/4 and this is about 8 inches, so I've got a bit of a gap at the bottom, but I have a cunning plan for that, so we should be all right. So I'm going to put just a piece of paper in behind that waterfall sheet so I can see where I'm sticking, because without it it's impossible. So let's get some glue on there, get this stuck down, and I'll show you my cunning plan. Oh, Mr. F's cooking lunch. It smells gorgeous. It's what we call herby chicken. It's chicken with loads of thyme and I don't know what else. I don't cook it, but it smells good. Right, so get that right up to the top and to that left hand side, and you'll find it just fits. Like that. So I'm going to add lace to this, but I'm going to add lace to the back. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? That is lovely. Right, my cunning plan. What I thought I would use is this Dina Wakley tape. It's what I used in the last one. I thought it worked quite well actually. So I just want to put a piece of that along the bottom, and it just takes up that space that we've got and looks pretty nice. There, like that. Just does the job perfectly. So let's put the lid on the glue and get my bone folder and just press that down. So that's all alright, that's alright, that's alright. The only thing that I'm going to do, yes, I can see bits of the flower coming off, is I'm going to get my brush and I'm going to go over with Distress Collage Medium. Okay. And that's all I'm going to do. So there you go, that's it. There was the original one. Here's the one we've just done. There are some differences obviously, but by and large it's pretty similar. Pretty similar. I love them both. I really do, I love them both. So I shall see you again really soon when we're going to do this one. This lady. She's fun. She's just fun. Look at the flowers in her hair. Okay, see you soon. Thanks for sticking with me throughout this. The next one will be much more fun. Bye.